Today is day 62 of the 75 Day Spirit Baby Devotional. And I am Jezreel. I am the Spirit Baby Auntie. I am a Spirit Baby medium and sacred birth worker. I am a full spectrum doula located in the East Point, Atlanta, Georgia area. And I have a message today. Today's message has everything to do with being present in your body. Everything to do with, and it is everything, to listen to your body, to listen to the messages that your body has for you, and to train your ears, train your spiritual ears to hear what your body has to say. I have the moon card, and I also have the ace of coins. It says, let me make sure she's not naked. She is naked, so I'm going to cover up her breast. It says, a woman is wading out into the sea to stand under the moon. Soon she will set sail in her boat. She has a dream that the goddess will be with her on the journey through the labyrinth. At the far end of the sea is something not quite real. Sometimes the woman thinks it's a whale tail disappearing on the horizon. Other times, she sees a winged door pointing the way out of the labyrinth. The bat has come to speed her journey. Her inner purpose or spirit is taking her on a journey. The transformation or initiation is happening in a way that may be unfamiliar, taking her to an unknown outcome. She must trust herself, and her dream images may be very strong now. She may be exploring new territory in her psyche, in the unfathomable, great mystery, in the great mysterious. And the other one was the Ace of Discs, so let's go there. But it's definitely confirming that you're already in the new timeline, you're already in the new life, you're already in your new world of existing. Confirmation ding. And the whole concept of a new timeline is just a fresh beginning. Yeah. After playing a game with acorns, a baby naps by a fire while a leopard cub licks her stomach. She creates something or receives a gift. She has a sense of well-being, safety, security, and comfort. Finding comfort in your body is something that I feel as though you've had to work on. And that's some really beautiful work. And I think that's everything to do with this new beginning that I'm talking about. Something that's coming to me is this woman in the moon card. In the description, it talked about on her way on a journey in the ocean. And it makes me think about, obviously, spirit babies, because this is a baby. In the Ace of Discs, it's a little naked baby. But you see a little bassinet over there? It's really pretty. It's a bassinet. There's a leopard there. There's a fire. And it makes me think about a baby's past life. I opened up the Spirit Baby book a little bit to see what I would read about, and it was talking about a shy spirit baby and how they're not quite yet ready to be conceived sometimes. And when you go to a medium, their energy it can come off as shy because they're just not ready yet. They're on their own timeline, and they might be still kind of tied or intertwined with their past life. And I just got the calling of going to an ocean and bathing yourself in the ocean, because your spirit baby is definitely with you, and that'll be beneficial for both of you. And you can talk to the ocean, or I suggest talking to the ocean, and telling the ocean or the body of water that you go to that you are ready to make this connection with your spirit baby, to meet them in the in-between with the utmost intention to help clear their way. Maybe they have stuff cluttered and in the way of coming through, and they need help finding their way from the past life experiences. And I also have some oracle cards here. This is Rebecca Campbell's Ancient Stone Oracle. I got this deck on my wedding anniversary in Sweden. This one is Live the Question. Curiosity, open your mind, live into it. And the next one is Stepping Stones. Take the next step. Simplicity and focus. Take curious steps towards the next step. And lead with the understanding that each step that you take is leading you to what you asked for, whatever it is you asked for. Maybe it's something a younger version of you asked for, and you're stepping into a season where your curiosity has to be louder than your fear, and that's pretty big. Live the Question is on page 100. Live the Question is a phrase that appears in one of my favorite books, Letters to a Young Poet by Rainer Marie Rilke. In it, the author invites the young poet not to seek the answers to life's big questions, but instead to live the questions and allow the answers to emerge over time. To live the questions is to fully engage with the uncertainties of life rather than simply seeking quick or easy answers. It invites us to be open to experience, to explore and reflect, and acknowledge that the journey itself can be just as valuable as any destination. In essence, it encourages a state of curiosity, wonder, and humility as we navigate the complexities of being human. When we live the question, we stop waiting for the answer and instead choose to live into it. We take baby steps and let life reveal itself to us through the living. We enter a co-creative dance with life. We merge with the sacred rather than separating ourselves from it. We enter a world of wonder and awe instead of expecting certainty every moment of every day. The ancient stones have been here for much longer than we have, and they hold answers beyond that which we can possibly comprehend. They're whispering for us to zoom out of our short-lived experience and instead live into the questions we have in our comparably brief lifespans. For if we do this, we'll find that we both live into an answer and live courageously. The soul inquiry at the bottom of this page says, what questions are you living into right now? I'm hearing, how good does it get? How good does it get? I've asked Source that, like, how good does life get? And it feels as though I just keep living deeper and deeper into that. And our next card is Stepping Stones. Excuse me. Some energy has moved. 1:30. I think a version of me at some point would have called myself gross for just burping like that. However, the more I do channel messages, or I read for myself, or I have in-depth conversation where I allow Spirit to muse through me, I recognize that it's all energy that has to move in my body, and I become even more grateful, and I appreciate you for witnessing me. So, stepping stones. Take the next step. Simplicity and focus. Even the greatest journeys start with the first step. A step here, a leap there, and eventually a path appears. Nothing is ever wasted. Every experience you gain along the way forms who you are and the story of where you've been. The Stepping Stones card reminds us that we don't need to know every single step of the way. It reminds us that no matter how much we try to plan it, still there will be unexpected things that occur. If you spend your time trying to avoid those obstacles or missteps, if you strive for perfection before any motion, you may never leave the comfort of where you already are. Growth doesn't feel comfortable. In fact, it's when we're uncomfortable that we'll likely know where we're stretching and growing. And from a soul perspective, we all came here to grow. This card wants you to know that there are times for great planning and times to proceed ahead. This is the latter, a time of choosing the right next step over procrastination, of forward movement. Choosing the right next step over procrastination, of forward movement over strategy. So put one foot in front of the other and trust that when the time comes to take another step, you'll know just what to do. The soul inquiry says, what baby step are you being called to take today in the direction of your dreams? Excuse me. Gotta move that energy. And on the bottom of this deck, I got called to look at it, is the edge. You see a double rainbow, and I see her at the edge of a waterfront. It's also a cliff, and then it's also a mirrored image of meeting herself. Which goes along with what I was saying about going to that body of water to connect with your spirit, baby. May peace be with you for the rest of your evening. I'm feeling very tired right now. So I'm going to go close out my evening. If you were in the Atlanta area and you were looking for a birth doula who is a witchy mama, hey, you can book a discovery call with me in my description box below. I have a free ebook available to you and ready for you to go get your own copy. In the description box below, it is titled Held While You Bloom. If you yourself are not really feeling sure if you're ready to proceed with, getting a doula, but you still want to just be held by me and my care as your spirit baby auntie, as your sister, your soul sister, hey, go ahead and click that link. And then lastly, you can join our Facebook community. It's called Spirit Baby Connect. Yeah, I think that's all the message that I have. Okay, until tomorrow on day 63. Day 63.